Welcome to the sunny shores of Cape Cod. It's another beautiful night for baseball, and the Bourne Braves are back in action.
Cape Cod Baseball League, where the best players from across the country come together and square off against one another.
Episode 34 of Tomahawk Talk. Tonight at McKeon Park, the Braves had a chance to pull within a half game of the first place Hyannis Harbor Hawks, but unfortunately, their comeback effort fell a bit short. Alongside Chris Jones, Troy Lynch, Liam Sullivan, I'm Kerry Crowley. Chris, we'll get things started with you. The Braves pitching staff entered tonight third in the league in earned run average. Really hasn't had a blow-up performance yet this season, but tonight it appeared as though the pitching staff struggled a bit with this Hyannis order.
Yeah, baseball sometimes can be a very simple game, and the pitchers for Bourne were living up in the zone, and when you do that, you're not going to have much success. We talked about on the broadcast, unless you're throwing 96 or up, sometimes you can get away with throwing up in the zone. And for guys like Russell Reynolds and Nick Jensen-Clagg, they know it. They can't live up there. They don't have the velocity to do that. They need to stay down in the zone, get ground balls, and unfortunately, neither of those guys were able to do that. So it was just a tough night for those guys. They'll bounce back, and so will the team.
The Braves looked like they were going to go down without a whimper tonight. It was 7-1 entering the top half of the eighth inning. But Troy, the Braves picked up 6 straight hits in the top half of the frame against Kevin Roy, a guy who entered with an ERA of 1.13. They just had the conveyor belt offense rolling.
Yeah, you said it perfectly, but you have to ask yourself, where was that the rest of the game? I mean, if they sparked another inning where they get just a couple of hits and get one more run, this would be an entirely different ball game. We'd still be playing right now. But you said it, and Chris said it a million times during the broadcast, the conveyor belt offense. Once Camden Dusnak got that first hit, the hits just started flowing after that. Pete Alonso, 3 RBIs, 2 in the 8th inning, and then Reed Humphreys right after that. He gets an RBI himself. I mean, they looked unbeatable, and that was going up against a reliever who's been solid all year long. So, just too little too late for the Braves. I mean, if they had one more inning, I think they could have pulled out with a win.
Yeah, that was really the best inning we've seen Bourne have in a long time. They batted around, the at-bats were consistent, guys were going the other way tonight. So there were definitely some positives against the first place Harbor Hawks. But Liam, once again, the Braves leave just too many guys on base.
I mean, Troy said it, just the case of too little too late tonight. If they had been able to squeeze one more run across, this is a whole different ball game. They end up leaving 14 runners on base, 7 in scoring position tonight. And, the Braves continually have left guys on base. That's been their issue all season long. They're league leading in that category. And you know what? I talked to Pete Alonso after the game. He's happy with how many hits they had. I believe it was 13 or 14 for the game. And you know what? They get those kind of opportunities. They get another inning where they shut down the Harbor Hawks. They push an extra run across. This is a whole different ball game. You can't really pin it on the offense tonight, in my opinion.
4 of the 9 starters in the Braves lineup tonight had multi-hit ball games. One of those players, Peter Alonso. Troy had a chance to catch up with him.
Thanks, Kerry. Pete, even though it was a losing effort, you guys managed to come back, make it 7-6 game. I mean, what sparked that late 8th inning, 5-run inning?
Well, I mean, we're just battling with 2 strikes and stringing really, really good at-bats together. We're swinging at good pitches. We put up 13 hits. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't score more runs and just push over the top. But it's baseball. It happens. It's just pitching really wasn't on point today like it usually is. But we'll just come back tomorrow and look for another win.
You were pretty successful tonight. You had a pair of hits and you had 3 RBIs. What was the key to your success tonight?
Key to success is just trying to hit the ball hard. The ball will go where it goes. If you hit it hard, then it'll fall somewhere or go over someone's head. But I really didn't want to. Umpires haven't been really too good the past couple of games, so my approach has just been swinging at anything I can hit my barrel on. Just don't let the umpire beat me, and just try to hit the ball hard.
Just the other day when we were talking, you told me you were just swinging for singles. Was that the case tonight?
No, not really. I was trying to drive the ball, but it was kind of like down a couple notches from an all-out home run swing. But the balls I hit tonight were hard. It was just, can't really ask for much more. Just put the ball in play hard and on the line. And let everything else take care of itself.
nothing was really going your guys' way early in the game. Was there ever a point in time where you guys said, hey, we can come back and we can win this?
I mean, it's baseball. There's 9 innings. I mean, there's always a chance, no matter who you're playing against. I mean, we know that. I mean, it happens. I mean, comebacks happen all the time. The other team lets their guard down, and in which they did. We had a chance, but just couldn't come through.
Awesome. Thanks, Pete. Good job tonight, and we'll send it back to Tomahawk Talk.
All right, it's time for our Players of the Game segment, which means there's no T-Talk tonight, but if you still have thoughts about episodes 33 T-Talk, where we broke down Bucket Hat Nation, hashtag Bucket Hat Nation, please let us know what your thoughts are on that. Liam, I'll send it over to you for your first player of the game.
My first player of the game?
Yeah, because Jones and Troy will have your second players of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Jason DeLay, I mean, he reached base 4 times tonight, a couple singles, a walk. He put the ball in play, reached on an error his 4th time. You know, good things out of the catcher for Vanderbilt. Max McDowell, Brian Serban leaving this team. Jason DeLay is going to be seeing a lot of games behind the plate for Bourne for this last part of the season, so expect big things out of the man from Vanderbilt.
All right, Troy?
For me, I just had it. Hold on, I just forgot it. Oh, Reed Humphreys, 2 for 4. He had an RBI, another big part of the conveyor belt offense in the 8th inning, and you know, I just thought it was a solid night for him.
Humphreys also had a throw from left field tonight that knocked down a runner at the plate. That was big. Jones, how do you follow it up?
I'm going to go with Cam Duznak. Multi-hit game for him today, and really in the 8th inning, he got it going. Opposite field base hit, scored that first run of the 8th, and the conveyor belt offense able to produce 5 runs in the 8th inning. So Cam Duznak, also some great plays at third base on pop-ups for Duznak at a position he's not usually familiar with.
Want to mention Brendan McKay, who had a multi-hit ball game. 4 straight games which McKay has had base hits for the Bravos. Also want to account for Nick Solak, who continues to dominate in the late innings. In the 5th inning or beyond, he kept his streak alive, drew 2 walks, and had a single tonight to pair with a strikeout. So Solak performed well in the late innings. But my player of the game, Pete Alonso, Troy had a chance to catch up with him. He just continues to hit the ball well in the late innings. Had a big hit down the right field line. His opposite field approach right now is what's important for the Bourne Braves. He's now hit safely in 10 of the Braves' last 11 games, and that's a recipe for success the rest of the way. So the Braves lose in a game that we were ready to get out of here about an hour before the Braves got going. They end up making it very close, 7-6 the final. And that does it for episode 34 of Tomahawk Talk. We'll be back in action tomorrow night. The Braves start a 3-game homestand, the longest of the season, at Dornan Park.